welcome back to Brick Gaming YG. I'm back here today with another pretty cool, pretty dope deck profile. This is Thunder Myutant or Thunder Mutant. I'm not figuring out how to spell it. I've heard it many different ways so far, but I'm just going to go with Mutant because it's easier that way. Have to take the easy path. Before I get into this deck profile, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not subscribed, subscribing would mean a lot. Try and get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of next year. So if you subscribe, or just even show support, please do so. And let's get right into this deck profile. So first off, this is a 40 card main deck with a 15 card extra deck. In this particular build, I did not play Extravagance since the extra deck does actually matter, but if you were to play pure Mutants, you don't even need an extra deck. Or, well, you do need an extra deck, but Extravagance would be fine, because a lot of the extra deck doesn't matter. But let's get right into this. So first off, I played 3 Thunder Dragon Dark. Thunder Dragon Dark is really good. Once again, all the Thunder Dragon cards get effects when they're banished, or they have discard effects, such as Dragon Dark, who searches for himself. But also, if he's banished or sent from the field to the graveyard, he searches any Thunder Dragon card. Then, I play 2 Thunder Dragon Roar. Roar has the effect of you can discard it to add a Thunder Dragon from your graveyard or banish to your hand, which is pretty good. And also, when it's banished, you can special summon another copy of a different Thunder Dragon from your deck, which is really good, especially with the mutants. Really good. Then I played 2 Thunder Dragon Matrix. This card just allows you to get more hand control, and the idea behind this is that, like, basically you can use it for a mutant effect, banish it, get another search so you're not losing any cards out of your hand, and also it can get 500 boost to Thunders, and it also works with Colossus, so it's a really good card. And also, worst comes to worst, you can use it as a Link 1, and yeah, plenty of Link 1 options. Then I play 1 copy of Dragonhawk. Dragonhawk is probably the weakest in this deck profile. I still consider it the weakest overall. I guess you could fix your hand with it, or you can summon back a Thunder Dragon with its effect, but both of those effects are pretty meh overall. So it's worth playing, though. It's worth playing. So that's just the Thunder Engine. I cut out just regular Thunder Dragon. I haven't played Thunder Dragon Duo in a very long time, because both of those cards don't do anything in this deck and aren't very good. Now getting into the mutants, I do have a couple proxies. I wasn't able to pick up every single card, like 3 copies of every single card at my locals, but I was able to order the rest of the cards online. So when I do update a deck profile in the future, you will see all the cards without any proxies, but there is a couple proxies. So let's start off with M05. M05 is really good. On summon, you can add a mutant from your deck to your hand except for itself, and also you can tribute to banish 1 card from your hand or face up field, and special summon 1 monster from your hand or deck, which your options for a monster would be Mutant Beast, for a spell Mutant Mist, and for a trap Mutant Arsenal. And this is really good because obviously it works well with the Thunder Dragons, and it also gets you free advantage, and this is why this card's really good. And you can also, like, do just a bunch of cool combos with these stuff. If you want to see, like, a lot of the combo stuff, like, relating to this deck, I would highly recommend checking out Team Samurai X1's video. I can also do a separate video on combos, but yeah, expect a video like that from me in a bit. But if you really want to see combos, go check out his video. He does a really, I wouldn't say super detailed, but really good explanation of how to do the combos. And then the opposite is, of course, ST46. And I was also only able to pick up 1 copy of this guy. I still need the other 2. It was kind of strange. I was able to get pretty much all of the supers and all of the commons pretty easily. Just the ultras, for whatever reason, I just couldn't get very easily. But I'm just going to get right into this guy's effect. So when you summon, you can add 1 mutant spell or trap from your deck to your hand, and then you contribute him, and then banish 1 card from your hand or face up field, and special summon 1 monster from your hand or deck based on the banished card, which your options for a monster would be Mutant Beast, Battle Mutant Mist, and Trap Mutant Arsenal. So it's the same exact thing as before, except for on summon, this guy just searches a spell or trap, which is the only difference, and this card is still really good. It's just basically the opposite of M05 for the first half of the text. Next is Mutant Beast. Yes, I have another 1 proxy of Beast, because literally there was only like one copy pulled at my locals. It was really strange. Like, the pull ratios at my locals were super weird. Like, I think we had 3 AA Zeuses pulled out of like 3 boxes, 2 or 3 boxes. There was like 3 AA Zeuses, and then also pretty much everything else that was good in the set got pulled, like the one new like Beast Warrior Wing Beast guy, and all the Tri-Brigade stuff got pulled, but there wasn't really much Mutants pulled. There wasn't really much like Phantom Knights pulled, or like it was really strange. It was like the opposite of what you see on YouTube, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But basically, Beast has the effect of your opponent, obviously, with first hit can't be targeted by monster effects, which is really nice. Then also, when your opponent activates a spell, you can banish one card from your hand or field and negate the activation if you do banish that card. And then if this card is destroyed, you can target one of your banished mutant traps and you add it to your hand. So this is really good. All of the mutant big guys are pretty versatile, but the only really good one is Beast. And Beast is what puts in a lot of work and allows you to do a lot with this deck on your first turn, or protect a lot of your board/field in a way, and interrupt your opponent. I would say he's the best one at it. Next is Arsenal, and Arsenal is the other good one. So your opponent cannot target this card with trap effects. Pretty nice off the bat. You can only use each effect of him once per turn. When your opponent activates a monster effect, you can banish one card from your hand or field, then target one monster on the field, banish it. So basically lets you have a quick effect banish for your opponent, which is really nice interruption. And also is like, I believe, is it non... Okay, so you do have to target. I was about to say, is he non-targeting? Nope, he's not that good. But still, a banish is really good. A lot of decks can't deal with that. So overall, this guy's really good. And also, if he's destroyed by an opponent's card, you can target one of your banished mutant spells and you add it to your hand. So all of that is super amazing, super good. And then moving on to the hand traps, I do not have basically the the hand traps that a lot of other people are playing, so I'm just sticking with what I think is really good. And I think this card is pretty much one of the best options still, even better than Dimension Shifter, which is Gamma. I feel like Dimension Shifter is really good, to be honest, but for whatever reason, I just don't have 3 copies lying around, so I went with Gamma instead. I feel like Gamma is the second best option. I see some people try to play Ash, and I just feel like Ash doesn't do enough. I feel like Gamma does a lot more than Ash, and just a better overall card. So I'm playing the triple Gamma in case you're forced to go second, or in case your opponent tries to hand trap you off of one of your searches, like one of your spell or trap search, or not traps, one of your spell searches. So that's why I play the triple Gammas. Then for, of course, the targets for Red Eyes Fusion, I do have to play Red Eyes Fusion because Dragoon's just too good. Dragoon too good, man. So of course you play the Red Eyes and the Dark Magician for Dragoon. Dragoon helps out this deck so much. Like, it helps deal with brick hands, and it also just gives your deck a lot more protection and versatility to stuff that this deck wouldn't be able to deal with normally. Like, I've seen basically the Mutant ending board quite a few times, and it just one copy of Dragoon changes everything. It changes it from being like really medium to slightly above medium, in my opinion. Slightly above medium, so basically just it kind of raises the ceiling, also kind of raises what your floor is. So even off of a bad hand, if you can just make Dragoon, you're already looking way better than what a normal brick in this deck would look like. Next, I play Triple Evolution Lab. Once again, I have to proxy one, but luckily I already ordered everything. Everything's already coming in. So hopefully by the next video, everything will be in by that point in time, and you guys will get to see everything without no proxies. But I do play Triple Evolution Lab and then 1 Terraforming. And the reason I play so many copies of this card is because when I was like watching videos on it, I just saw so many like bricking issues, and this card really helps to deal with bricks in the deck. And I feel like if you want to prevent bricks, you want to max out on it. I'd rather brick on this card than on like the big monsters, or brick on like something like that. I'd rather just get this card and be able to fix a hand and basically make a bad hand into a good hand. Next, I play Triple Allure because you do play the Thunder Dragons, and they are dark, so the Allure helps out quite a bit. And then on top of that, it just gets you further into your deck. So 3 Allure, I feel like it's fine. If you're playing pure Mutants, there aren't really that many like targets for Allure, but with Thunder Dragons, it just lets you turbo faster. You gotta go fast in this format. And then I play 1 Gold Spark just because Gold Spark is really nice. You want to see it all the time. Gold Spark is just super good. Super good. If you don't know at this point, Gold Spark is super good, man. And then of course, the 1 copy of Emergency Teleport. You want to be able to play this card, use it, see it as much as possible. It just adds a lot more to the deck, and it's basically like playing another copy of one of the small mutant guys. Next, get into the fusions. One Thunder Dragon Fusion, just standard for this build, I feel like, at this point. With what's been released and with what people are showing online and what I've done in testing so far, just one Thunder Dragon Fusion is all you need. Then one Mutant Fusion. Mutant Fusion is also really good. You usually only need one copy. You can use Verte with it. Once again, you have three Verte targets, which is a lot, and all of the 3 targets are super good. So yeah, I feel like this is what you would want to play, just these 3. Realize Fusion, preferably off of Verte first turn, but if you're not able to get there, you always have plenty of other things you can do with this deck or with Thunder Dragons. Next, for the traps, I do play Triple Cry. I feel like Cry is really good. You want to see as much as possible, get to as much as possible, and just allows you to go further with the deck and allows you to play on your opponent's turn, which is super nice. And then finally, 2 copies of Expansion, and Expansion is really good, just adds consistency, adds follow-up plays during the next turn. You would play 3 if you were playing the pair build, but since this isn't a pair build, you only need 2 copies of Expansion. So that's 40 cards. That's where the deck is at right now. If you have any suggestions, I'd love to hear them and, improve upon what the deck is right now. But I need to move on to the extra deck. So for the extra deck, what I kind of have come up with so far is 1 copy of Ultimus. I feel like if you were playing the pair build, you max out 3 Ultimus and 3 Synthesis. But in this deck, I just went with 1 Ultimus and 2 Synthesis for right now. I'm going to bump Synthesis up to 3. Once again, I got another copy on order coming in. But for this particular build, I think 2 and 1 is fine and gets the job done. Then 1 Titan. Titan just the classic big boy, really, really good card. And then 1 Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, also really good, just free interruption. Then for the links, I play 1 Link Karibo and 1 Relinquished Anima as the link ones. I feel like this is really good because Anima just slurps up a card on your opponent's side of the field, especially if they misplay. It's really easy for your opponent to misplay and forget about Anima, so this is really nice. And Link Karibo is just a classic, all-around good card. Then 1 Verte Anaconda. You could play 2 potentially, but right now I'm just going to stick with 1. And this card is also really good. Just gets all your fusions engraved and allows you to just play more. Basically allows you to make Dragoon during the first turn and allows you to have follow-up plays potentially later on in the duel. So really good card. Then 1 copy of Cross Shape. Cross Shape, you play so many fusions that you might as well play Cross Shape just to get that additional summon and then be able to link up even higher. Then 1 copy of IP Masquerena because you can use her effect as a quick effect and go into either Phoenix or Unicorn or whatever you need, but just have more interruption on your opponent's turn. And then finally for the Link 4s, I play, of course, the 1 Appaloosa because if you're able to make it, you're doing really well if you're able to make Appaloosa, and it's just a really all-around good card. 1 copy of Access Code. If I was playing the more stun build of this deck, I wouldn't play Access Code. But since this is a Thunder build, I think 1 Access Code is fine. Once I do some more testing, I'll decide if I want to leave it in or cut it. But for right now, I'm just playing the 1 copy. And then finally 1 copy of Zeroboros, because the deck likes to banish, and why not have a guy that just banishes a whole bunch and locks your opponent out of the extra monster zones after he gets banished. The card is just really amazing. Really, really good card. And I would highly recommend playing this guy. He can also get really, really big in this deck. If you allow him to get really big, oh my gosh, he becomes a beat stick and can just easily go for game against your opponent really quickly. And that is my deck profile. So if you guys enjoy it, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not subscribed, I will highly recommend it. I do amazing content like this. Please go check out my other videos if you're not convinced, or to check them out if you find my videos entertaining. So once again, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys all in the next video.